The system worked? This creep slips past security, hundreds of Americans are nearly killed, and you think the system worked? Now, Secretary Napolitano is blaming the media for taking her words out of context, of course. She says the system didn't work now. But her comments yesterday speak for themselves, as does the attitude of the White House. The Washington Post, even the Washington Post, has slammed the White House over its bizarre handling of this situation. In an editorial published this morning, says, quote, the disturbingly defensive reaction of the Obama administration. We're going to have reaction from Karl Rove later on in the program. Joining me now, though, Saeed Jaffrey. He was a passenger on Northwest Airlines Flight 253, and Bob Newman, a Homeland Security expert.
At the standard information that they put out there in regards to what equipment that they use, they don't use equipment like for everybody, like what Rapiscan makes. They use backscatter technology, you know, the full human X-ray, for lack of a better phrase. What is even more troubling, though, Tucker, is the cascade leadership failure that you were just alluding to in Washington. And I'll tell you, when you have somebody in charge of an organization like the Department of Homeland Security, who is totally unqualified for the job that she has, when you look at her own bio, what you have is that cascade leadership failure, and you have egg on the face of the Obama administration again. Frankly, if I can be blunt here, Janet Napolitano couldn't lead Tiger Woods to a free weekend at the Mustang Ranch.
Finally, let me ask you, Mr. Newman, about the response, or the responses that we've seen put in place in the days after this incident. They seem pretty reactive to me. Things like, you know, no articles, personal articles in your lap, no getting up to use the bathroom. Is that, I mean, are these measures that are going to keep the flying public safe, or are they designed to make us feel safe?
No, they were designed to make us feel safe, and of course 2 days after the administration said these are going to be the new rules, they immediately recanted on those rules after they made a fool of themselves around the world, billions of people laughing at them, saying you can't have a blanket in the last hour. That's not a counterterrorism or an anti-terrorism program by any stretch of the imagination, and now they're saying it's going to be the pilot's discretion. This has been handled by rank amateurs, from Barack Obama to Hillary Clinton, who's been very quiet about that guy maintaining his visa. That's kind of interesting. To Janet Napolitano, who desperately needs to go back behind that cactus and hide.
It's really